Well, that mate, Aaron Ottobre here, and today I'm not reviewing a shoe. I don't have some hilarious yet fun and innovative innovation from Georgia that will change your life and bring some laughter as you watch it. No, no. Today something completely different. Never done this before, but I would like to share with you all an amazing breakfast smoothie idea. Now, the reason I want to share it is because I'm very, very excited about it, and it's also the first time I'm making it. I've never made this smoothie before, but it sounds absolutely amazing. So, alright, let's check it out. Now, I've got to start off, it's not my idea. I got it from David Wolf. So, if you haven't heard of David Wolf, I highly recommend you check him out. He's bloody brilliant, okay? Wolf, W-O-L-F-E. He's super charismatic, he's a great presenter, and he's got an absolute wealth of knowledge and information about nutrition and health, raw foods, organic foods. So check him out. Now, it's not quite a straight up recipe that I got from him with quantities and what to put in, just sort of a few ideas that he talked about during a show I was watching on Gaia. By the way, Gaia is amazing. If you haven't heard of Gaia, you should look into it and you should get it. It's fantastic. Gaia. It's a streaming service, so it's kind of like Netflix, but it's not for entertainment. It's kind of like a Netflix of consciousness, like Netflix for the soul, if you can think of it like that. So it's a streaming service with lots of awesome information. All right, let's check out the smoothie. So, first ingredient, hold the thought. Okay, so onto the smoothie now. It's a very simple one. There's only 6 ingredients. Let's start off with the first one. Alright, so this is a beautiful coffee. It's freshly brewed. I freshly ground the beans by hand with a hand grinder, not mashing it with my hands. Brewed it up on my stovetop cafetiere. Here it is. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, smells amazing. So I'm just going to go ahead, chuck this straight in the NutriBullet. That's just 1 cup. 1 cup cafetiere, little espresso. If you're a coffee drinker, if you enjoy starting your day with a coffee, then this smoothie idea is absolutely perfect for you. I'll explain why in a sec. So, coffee, I don't drink coffee for energy. I drink it because I like the taste. But if you're someone who likes to take a coffee for a bit of energy to start the day with, then this is a perfect smoothie idea, and here's why. One of the negative effects of having coffee is that it makes you more acidic. Okay, coffee's acidic, brings your body more toward the acidity end of the scale, but you really want your body to be alkaline. Okay, alkaline is where you want your body to be at. There's many ways to make your body alkaline. A great way is the Wim Hof breathing method. If you haven't heard of that, check it out. Alright, hold that thought. Okay, so coffee, when we take it on its own, makes our body more acidic, less alkaline. We want to be alkaline. That's where we want our body to be. That's the optimal state. So, this next ingredient is going to neutralize that. Check it out. So, I would recommend going to a health food store and asking for their medicinal mushrooms, okay? They should have a medley of them. They should be able to just know what they are, give you a mix of them, or maybe you get them separately. There were none available at the nearest health shop to me, and I wasn't able to get any others, so I'm just using shiitake mushrooms from Woolies, but I would recommend going to the health food store and getting a mix of medicinal mushrooms. There's a number of them available. Reishi's really good. Maitake, shiitake, agaricus, Coriolis, cordyceps. You don't need to know them all, just go into the health food store, ask for the medicinal mushrooms, they should know what to do. Alright, so in my case, I just have these shiitake mushrooms. I'm going to go ahead and chuck them in. I'm going to chuck them in whole. You could chop them up beforehand, but I think my NutriBullet can take it. So just going to grab 2 of them, chuck them in. Now, why that's really interesting and interacts with the coffee is this. So when you mix the coffee with medicinal mushrooms, what happens is the mushrooms neutralize that acidity effect so that your body does not become more acidic after drinking them when you drink them together. And in fact, studies have shown that it can have the opposite effect and even make your body a little bit more alkaline. So, there we go, first 2 ingredients, beautifully freshly brewed espresso and some medicinal mushrooms, in my case, just 2 shiitakes. Alright, so my Mushrooms taken together with coffee neutralize the acidity and in fact can have sometimes the opposite effect and make your body more alkaline. So if you want to get your little coffee boost to start the day, get some energy into you, but you don't want the negative effects of becoming more acidic, mix them with medicinal mushrooms. Top tip. Not to mention, of course, that medicinal mushrooms of any type are really good for your body. You know, they're a superfood, so plenty of other benefits in there. On to the next ingredient. Check these out. These are cacao nibs, okay? Get them from a health food store. I got these ones from Coles. They are an incredible superfood on their own, okay? So what is a cacao nib? So cacao is the origin of chocolate. That's where chocolate comes from. Chocolate comes from cacao. Cacao itself is actually a fruit and grows in South America. Now when the conquistadors and Europeans came over to South America, started conquering, they discovered these cacao nibs, or cacao fruit, and they started making chocolate with it. They brought it back over to Europe and started making chocolate, and then that's sort of how chocolate as we know it has come into being. But traditionally, it was either melted by the local tribe in South America, the Aztecs, for example. In fact, they would send their warriors into battle after melting down some cacao fruit, cacao nibs, into a liquid drink, a liquid chocolate drink, and add chili into it. That was how the Aztecs sent their warriors into battle. So yeah, there you go. Pretty cool. A little bit of a history lesson there. But alright, so basically the cacao nib is the seed of the fruit, of the cacao fruit. You can also eat the cacao fruit. I've never eaten one. I've never even seen one. I don't know that you can get them over here, but if you're ever in South America and you have the opportunity, by all means, try and eat yourself a bit of cacao fruit, because I've heard that it's really, really good. Tasty and also super good for you. So these are the nibs, essentially the seeds of the fruit. And I've actually never eaten one before, so I'm kind of excited to see how it tastes. I'm just going to give it a go now. I love dark chocolate, by the way, so I'm hoping this is, sort of similar to it, pretty pure. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh shit, that is delicious. Guys, if you love dark chocolate, get on the cacao nibs, okay? You can just eat them throughout the day. You can snack on them. Oh, they're absolutely delicious. This is like pure goodness. Now, by the way, cacao on its own is a superfood. So there's so many nutritional benefits just from cacao nibs. So they're actually, I guess, a guilty pleasure that you can enjoy. You think of chocolate. You don't want to be eating chocolate all the time and in excess, because there's negative effects from that. But if you go straight to the source, forget the refining that's been done to it, the heating, the molding into specific shapes and bars and all that crap. Go straight to the source, get some cacao nibs into you. They're super nutritious, they are great for you, and they absolutely taste amazing. You can just eat these. From the packet. Oh, yum. And you never have to worry about having too much, because I guess you kind of can't. They're really a superfood. They're good for you. And they taste incredible. Alright. Anyway, I'm going to chuck these in to my NutriBullet. Now, because I'm just sort of winging it, I don't have any quantities or anything like that. I'm normally someone who would measure out things, because I'm an engineer, but I'm also Italian. And when Italians cook, it's well known that they don't measure anything. They just kind of throw things in on the fly, as they feel. I'm just going to add some in there. I don't know if that's too much, too little. Don't really care at this point. Doesn't matter. I feel like you can never really have too much cacao nibs, because, oh my god, they just taste amazing. Amazing. Alright. On to our next ingredient, and yes, it's another superfood, goji berries. Alright, let's check these bad boys out. Might need the scissors for this one. A bit of a slice. Beautiful. Alright, so goji berries, again, another superfood. They are, again, I believe, found in South America. So they're a superfood on their own. These are dried up goji berries. I don't think I've ever actually tasted one of these on its own, so first time for everything. Let's give it a crack. that is tasty. Tell you what, this superfood stuff, bloody good. Not only is it awesome for you and your body, but it tastes amazing too. Yum. So cacao nibs and goji berries. It's another one. If you look up David Wolfe and you see some of the things he talks about, he will hammer on about cacao and goji berries because they're just so amazing. So many benefits for your body, nutritional benefits, and they taste great. Oh my goodness, yum. Alright, I'm going to chuck some of these in. Again, I don't really know how much I should be using, so I'll just throw a shitload in, because why not? That's the matter. Alright. Shazam! Costume change! You're probably thinking, why? What's going on here? That doesn't make sense. So, funny story. Yesterday, finished filming all of this, added the final 2 ingredients, blended up the smoothie, tasted it, was amazing. Said goodbye, came to turn off the camera and discovered that my phone had died entirely. So, here we are back again. I got up to just espresso, mushrooms, goji berries and cacao nibs. So now just the final 2 ingredients and we'll blend it up. Alright, so the next ingredient is honey. Now, listen, this is really, really important, okay? It's got to be raw, organic, wild honey, okay? And it should also be cold extracted. How will you know if it's cold extracted? They'll put it on the label. If they've gone to the effort of doing it properly and cold extracting it, they will write it on the label. You can also ask them. I recommend you get it from a farmer's market or maybe a health food store. I'm not aware that they would have this good quality honey in supermarkets. In fact, I'm pretty damn sure they don't. So whatever you do, this is a crucial step. If you are going to use honey in this smoothie, it's got to be the good stuff, okay? Raw, organic, wild honey, cold extracted. Don't go to the supermarket. Don't get that crap. It is absolute bullshit. It's horrible what they put in there. As soon as they use heat in the process, they just kill off all of the medicinal benefits of honey, and they also add in a shitload of horrible chemicals. So believe me, supermarket honey is absolute nonsense. It is disgusting. It deserves no place in your pantry, so don't buy it. If you're using honey in this smoothie, it's got to be some organic stuff. This one's from a farmer's market, and it's made in Hurstbridge. It's got a lovely little label there, Heidi Honey Hurstbridge. And actually, interesting thing with me about honey, I have always hated honey. As a kid, as an adult, all my life I've pretty much never enjoyed the taste, and I'm not a sweet tooth at all, so I've never really been into sweet things. But last year, went to Queensland and I did a tour of the ginger factory that they've got there, and they've got a honey making area, and they let you sample some of their honeys. So I thought, oh well, you know, part of the tour, I'll sample the honey, I'll give it a go, right? And I found that some of them were still a bit too sweet for me, but tasted a hell of a lot better than anything else I've ever had. But some of them I actually really enjoyed, and my mind was blown. I thought, oh, this is strange, I don't like honey, but there you go. And I found with this one too, I quite enjoyed the taste, and I don't find it to be overly sweet, so it's quite a nice one, this. So, get your honey, good stuff. Oh, another super interesting thing about honey. All throughout history, studies have shown that beekeepers within their communities, within their villages, cities, wherever, beekeepers have tended to outlive the rest of the population because they're getting a lot of pure, raw, organic honey, and it's really good stuff. It does have medicinal properties. You can put it on like cuts, burns, etc., and it will help the healing process. So it's really, really good stuff. Now, I've probably got too much here. You don't want to put too much in the smoothie. Kind of want to add a little bit of, I guess, thickness to it, help the cacao nibs and goji berries bind. But again, it's not an essential ingredient, so if you prefer to leave it out, you can. The other thing with honey, as amazing as it is, and all its wonderful properties and medicinal effects, it's bloody hard to work with. I've just got a finger full of bloody goji berries and cacao nibs now, all over my hand. Bloody annoying ingredient to work with, but it's so good for you. We endure. We put up with it. Come on. Oh, I've just made a mess now. Look at that. Ah, there we go. Alright, I think I got most of the honey into the NutriBullet, which is good. a lot of cacao nibs and goji berries on my fingers with honey, which is not the worst thing, I suppose. I guess that we'll have to do, so bit of a messy job this one, but it is what it is. It's what we do for good stuff. Yum. Okay, so well, hold it one sec. Alright, now that I've got the honey out of the way, got myself in a bit of a sticky situation there, onto the final ingredient. And it is a dead simple one, coconut water, okay? You don't need to use it, you can use just regular water, you can use some other, if you like it milky, you can use milk. You can use one of those fancy pants modern milks that people drink these days, almond milk or, I don't know, all the other stuff. I'm just going to add a bit of coconut water, nice and simple. I don't want to add too much because I don't really want to dilute the flavour of the goji berries and the cacao nibs too much. But I need a reasonable amount so that it will blend well. Okay. That is it, that is all the ingredients. So now I'll just do a super quick recap of the ingredients and then we'll blend and we'll have a taste. Although, as you know, I've already had a taste yesterday. It does taste amazing. And I can vouch that it sustained me. Like, well beyond when I normally have lunch. I didn't feel hungry until like 2 o'clock, thereabouts, whereas normally I'd be going for lunch at around 12. So, a really good, you know, sustaining value to it. Great sustenance. Anyway, alright, so quick ingredient recap. Hold that thought. Alrighty, ingredient recap. So, freshly brewed cafe, medicinal mushrooms. Oh, critical tip with the mushrooms I forgot to mention before. When you're adding them in, it's really, really important that you don't add too many and that they're not too big, the mushrooms, okay? Because if you do that, if you add too many mushrooms and they're too big, then they're going to take up too much space in the NutriBullet, and then there will not be much room left for anything else. Sorry, couldn't resist. I had to throw a little dad joke in there. And I am now a father, so I legitimately have an excuse to throw out dad jokes whenever I feel the mood. Alright, anyway, ingredient recap. Freshly brewed cafe, medicinal mushrooms, goji berries, cacao nibs, honey, gotta be raw, wild, organic, of course, and coconut water or, you know, some other liquid base if you prefer. It is now blend time, my favourite time. I love doing this, so much fun, never gets old. Alright. Beautiful! Do a little dance to the tune of the blender. I think it makes a nice tune. Okay, shaky, 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 shaky. Give it a tiny bit more. It's a tad thick, which I don't mind. I don't mind it a little bit thick, but give it another quick blend. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Quick little tip with a NutriBullet, so to not waste anything. My grandfather would be so proud of this. Georgia doesn't like to waste anything, so what you do, when you take the top off, don't just throw the top with the blades aside, put it in the sink. You lick the blades. Oh, that is good. That is so tasty. I'm really looking forward to drinking this delicious breakfast. Yum. Okay. One moment. Okay, so that's it. There's my breakfast smoothie. I hope you've enjoyed and hope you maybe gotten a few ideas and you might do something similar. I can definitely say this is going to become my breakfast from now on. It's just got such amazing nutritional value, packed full of superfoods, and it sustains me throughout the day. So yeah, and remember, you know, mix it up, make it your own, experiment with it, chuck in milk or other bases, beef it up with some frozen berries, do whatever you think. And yeah, feel free to drop a comment, any other suggestions, any other ideas, any variations of this smoothie. It's just a wonderful way to start your day. Some other great ways to start your day, by the way, will be very quick. Cold showers, so many benefits. Proven scientific benefits with cold showers. So do it. If you have a normal shower, like I do, normal shower in the morning, 2-minute cold blast at the end, beautiful. Also, ground yourself. That is such a valuable piece of advice. Go outside, get your bare feet on the earth. So many benefits. Okay, we're electrical beings. The Earth's electric. Electron flow between the Earth and us. There's so much science behind it. Look into that, investigate it, because yeah, it'll open your world. It's great. Anyway, yeah, I've rambled on quite a bit now. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Ciao, ciao.